What do you think was different about this year for you individually? It probably was a big, I mean, a big change last year coming in, and now this year you kind of knew everything. Staff was very similar. What do you feel like was a little bit different for you this year?
Just a little more comfortable, understanding the systems a little better. Um, you know, getting to know the coaching staff last year obviously helped, and then having them back here this year again is definitely helpful. But overall, the season I thought was a lot better as a whole and individually as well. So there's positives to take away from it, but there's also areas where there's improvement and just well brought in the game, I think.
What are some of those positives that you saw from your game that you liked?
I think just holding onto the puck a little more. I think that helped me create more zone time, make better plays. So I think that aspect definitely was better. I think my skating improved as well. So I think that was a big factor. But yeah.
Do you feel like those are areas that maybe in the summer or next season that you're going to continue focusing on? Is there any other places that you want to maybe improve or look to kind of get on the right track for next year?
Yeah, I think there's always a lot to improve on. I think skating is one of the biggest things you need to have to play at the next level. So I think skating will be extremely important. Just always work on my stride, shooting, puck handling, stuff like that I think is really important. And knowing how to like position the puck and use my body a little more, I think would be very important and something to look into. So I think just improving that kind of stuff will be very very good.
When looking at this year's group, being one of the younger guys, how would you describe the leaders that you had?
Joe was awesome. He's a great captain. Hoods, Jeff, they were all great. I think they're great leaders. We obviously had a really good regular season, so that kind of goes to show what kind of leaders we have in the room. I think we just had a really good group of guys. Everyone stepped up at different times, so I think that was really good to see as well.
Your brothers have a couple important days. What's it been like kind of seeing him experience a little bit of pro hockey and have some success?
Yeah, I'm so proud of him. He's an incredible player. Great hockey IQ. He just thinks the game at a different pace, and he's a great goal scorer. He can shoot the puck for sure. So I think Cleveland getting him is a big addition. And he's had a great start so far. So he's just got to continue to work on his game, and I'm really excited to see how things unfold for him.
Having Coach Marco as your coach this year again, how would you describe your relationship with him?
Yeah, I think our relationship's good. Throughout the season, he'd come talk to me here and there, whether it was trying to help my game or just trying to get me going, just being positive and trying to help me develop in that aspect to get to the next level. I think is really cool to have. So I think he's been a great coach for me, and it was good.
Starting to be more and more guys that are playing every night for the Kings that you've played with. Last year, obviously a bunch of guys took the jump to the NHL this year, and then it seems like there's more and more guys that are kind of on that line. As someone who obviously has that aspiration, what's it like kind of seeing those guys have that success, and do you feel like it motivates you a little bit more to see that guys have been able to step up and play at that level?
Yeah, I think it definitely motivates me, but I think I'm my own person, my own player, so I try and focus on my game. And like I said, like this summer is a very big summer for me, and I want to take that next step, and I know I can. So it's just working on all those aspects of the game, and I'm really confident in my game that next year, things will be good. So I think it's just having a big summer, playing the game properly, and working smart.
You mentioned like the skating part of the game for the summer development. Is that something that, like, when you say that, do you plan on doing like edge work, like specifically, or when you talk about skating, what do you mean?
I think just when I watch the NHL games, when you watch all the top players, they have the best edge work in the league, and that helps them create space for themselves when they have the puck, whether that they want to make a play or hold on to the puck. So I think that aspect is really important for me to separate myself from a defender or whatnot. So I think edge work and maybe like my first few steps. I think when you watch the NHL, everyone's so explosive. So I think that's really important in today's game.
What are your plans for the summer? Where do you usually go? Where do you usually train? And are you changing anything or keeping things the same this year?
Yeah, so I'm training out of Stony Creek, Ontario, 50 minutes out from Toronto. Live there with my family, train with my brother. I think there will be similar stuff to what I did last summer, but obviously just expanding and seeing new areas of where I could work with coaches, and I have a great relationship with Brandon. He's my trainer back home with Shield, so just like I said, like just working on my game and trying to become a better player every day. So